So I said I'd answer questions today, and most of you asked a reasonable number of questions. This girl asked, like, I have 4 pages of questions here. Some of the questions were really good, and I'll give a short answer to them now, but I want to do a proper video response to them later, and you should see like a link on the screen if I've done that. Onwards to the questions. If there's one place you could visit for free, where would it be? What? A place that I could visit any time? I'd choose my home in England, because that way I can roam around the world but still have my base and sleep and eat at one place, and also avoid the original intent of this question. Do you believe humanity is inherently good? No. I believe that humanity is way too complex to put into binary opposing groups. What is the relative minor of C# major? Giraffes. What, you thought all these answers were supposed to be carefully thought out? I promised you answers. I didn't promise you the right answers. Of the 7 deadly sins, which are you most and least guilty of? Most guilty of sloth, least guilty of anger. I'm not a very angry person. I wish I was better at being angry. Being angry is useful. Let's say you and a friend were trapped somewhere bad and the way out involved doing something that only your friend can do, but it would also mean that they would change and quite possibly make everything worse than before. Knowing this, would you still let them do it, or would you try to find a different way out? I feel like I know very little about the situation, and it sounds like you're asking for advice for something. There's more than one way out of any situation, and I can't tell if it's... More information, please. Least favourite thing about high school? Pressure to do well and perform well in exams. I think that kind of made me perform less well. I did pretty well, but it's... How did you become so cool? Marmite and Lego Racers 2 for PC. Favourite hat? My top hat, of course. Are you sure? Are you questioning my judgment? What do you want? Many things, including but not limited to a banana. How about now? Actually, now I'm satisfied. Is it okay? Well, it's more than okay. What kind of meals do you normally make? I often make stews because then I can freeze and save stuff. Curry, easy pastry things like quiche. Pasta is a standby, bread, beans, lentils, rice. If you had to be burned alive on a stack of books, what would you want the books to be? Books about escape artists. If you had to be turned to stone by an evil wizard, what pose would you strike? One where all my appendages are just inside. So many statues get stuff knocked off, I don't want that shit happening to me. Tetris? Yes. Why is there so much apparent overlap in the stories of self-reported alien abductees? Through works of fiction, culturally we already know kind of what an alien abduction looks like, even though none have ever happened. Before we had such a fixed cultural image of what an alien looks like, as in big head, spindly arms, about 4 feet high, accounts were different. Is Bitcoin/Litecoin any more absurd than any other form of traditional currency? From what little I know, it seems like it makes much more sense than traditional currency, actually. If you had to spend a year staring another animal in the eyes, what animal would you pick? I'd pick a person. That way I might not go insane. I would probably go insane. When is it okay to reboot a storyline or franchise? When it's Firefly. Sorry, I just need a moment. We're good. If you could take a nap anywhere, where would you choose, and what would you use as a pillow? A small boat just off the shore of a calm lake. Somewhere warm, in the evening, with jazz gently floating across the water. I'd use a friendly tiger as my pillow. If you could create your own planet, what would your planet be like? The surface of my planet would be like a scaled-up version of a sponge, with lots of holes and crevasses, but not really soft, kind of springy. Much of it would be covered with huge trees, but there's a potential for jazz and lakes. What's the best thing you can say to another person, irrespective of any context? Irrespective of any context? Context is everything. Wait, no. Are some places better than other places? Yes. What is your mantra for making videos, or 5? Do it when you can, don't make excuses when you can't. Seriously, no one likes watching someone's excuse video. Nor does anyone blame you for not making content when you don't make it. Cut out anything unnecessary, stuff like that. Make crap. Quality comes with quantity. Video making shouldn't be daunting, so don't let quality get in the way of creativity. What are some good bands to listen to? Okay, here's some bands you probably haven't heard of. I have quite an eclectic taste in music, so you probably won't like all of these, but you might like some of them. I tend to pick and choose songs rather than artists. Link to my grooveshark in the description. If you had a time machine, where would you go?
50 years in the future. I feel like the world will have changed quite dramatically by then, and it'd be nice to see what it's like early.
What's your favourite word?
Just one? Petrichor.
Favourite place in the world?
I love accidental, transient places. You find them at festivals and events and things. I like somewhere where I can see what's going on, but it's a kind of a secret place. No specific places, though.
What's your Myers-Briggs type?
I don't know, never did Myers-Briggs. Did the Enneagram test once, though. I came out as a type 4, the romanticist artist type. No surprises there.
What is the theme song for your life?
Boy Lilikoi by Yonzi. Yonzi?
If you were a drink, what drink would you be?
I don't know, but I almost found out once.
Favourite book?
This one.
How would you reduce crime through architecture?
More trampolines.
How would you describe a human being to a person from Mars?
Hi, look at me, I'm a human. Do you want some tea?
What books are bad for you?
These books. They don't teach me anything, they don't entertain me, they just waste my time.
Would you rather be a novel or a poem?
A novel. You get more complexity in novels.
If you could make up a word, what would it be?
I don't know, I'd make it up at the time. It wouldn't be something I'd... Otherwise I'd have already made it up, obviously.
Is being hungry the same thing as wanting to eat?
No. Draw a Venn diagram with two circles overlapping. Label the circles hunger and wanting to eat.
Is wearing school uniform a breach of human rights?
No. I checked.
Is nature natural?
Yes.
Favourite fictional character?
Why such hard questions? Kaylee from Firefly.
Favourite film?
Amelie.
Favourite vegetable?
Cardboard.
What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Crabs. Crabs are weird, man. It's just weird to eat.
What is your dream job?
I rarely have jobs in my dreams.
No, what is your dream job?
Too late. I already answered it.
I am a question-asking machine.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You shall stop. Given time, death comes to all of us.
What Hogwarts house do you think you'd be sorted into?
Probably Hufflepuff.
What's your favourite video on YouTube?
We're not doing that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Kid President?
3. Not a fan.
Pancakes or waffles?
Never had waffles, so waffles, I suppose. Bring it on.
What is intelligence?
Difficult to define, that's what it is.
What is the scariest thing you have ever done?
I've done things other people find scary, but the thing which was most scary for me was confronting someone.
What would you change about the education system in the UK?
Many, many things.
How would you rate your channel out of 10?
6.4.
Is there a comment limit?
Yes, the limit is the number of comments it's possible for anyone who gives a shit to write before Wednesday.
I have found my entertainment for the next 2 days.
Indeed.
You're gonna hate me.
Yes.
Ho-hum. Do you collect anything?
No, not really.
What is your favourite quality in a person?
Eccentricity.
How do you feel about people putting clothes on their pets?
Nauseous.
What's the worst gift you've ever received?
A reflective cycle jacket.
How do you like your popcorn?
I don't really like popcorn that much.
Favourite board game?
Chess.
What is our greatest achievement as human beings?
Language.
What is something you're passionate about?
Tetris.
How can you be confident without being egotistical?
Eccentricity.
What's one thing you know for sure?
Cogito ergo sum. Look it up if you don't know it.
What makes something funny?
When it defies our expectations.
Is there a line that shouldn't be crossed in comedy?
Yes.
What's the ultimate cool to you?
My biography, burned into slices of toast.
What baked good epitomises all that you are?
My biography, burned into slices of toast.
What things make your soul feel rich?
Children. I like children. Does that make me weird?
How do you determine truth?
Evidence. The more the better. Occam's razor.
What's one thing you've learned that's blown your mind?
There exists storage capacity in a single place to download the internet. The entire internet. More than once.
Where is the line between inspiration and imitation?
You and your lines. There is no lines. It's all gradients to me.
Why is music so powerful?
Music is the language of our souls.
What does freedom mean to you?
Potential.
What traits make a person interesting to you? What can children teach us?
What we already know, but don't want to admit.
If your life had a title, what would it be?
My life.
Favourite smell?
Petrichor.
If you could relive anything for the first time, what would it be?
Do I get to change things? If so, I'd relive being asked out by a girl in my secondary school. I'd say yes.
What's the difference between desire and need?
Do you still have that Venn diagram I gave you? Relabel it desire and need. And we're done. Now we've just got the hellish experience of editing this shit together. Thanks, Camille Powell. Thank you.